Daily question for you. What is our love animal?
What?
So it's a concept that was brought up today by somebody that I very adjacently work with on a project.
Mm-hmm.
And they were talking about how they and their spouse have a love animal. So they have their own spiritual animals, but then they also have a love animal that they share. And so, what's our love animal?
Okay, see, my interpretation of this keeps going, I guess, in a couple of different directions. So, first of all, I would say my spirit animal is an otter.
Uh-huh.
And I was thinking about, okay, so could our spirit animal be a pair of otters?
Mm-hmm.
Like, though you aren't one, how otters behave, I think, could mimic our relationship. But also the way that the question was posed, it almost seems like you have to choose one single animal that encapsulates the spirit of your relationship.
I don't know. I know nothing about love animals. I found out about it today, like 2 hours ago.
What was their love animal?
A turtle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and long, detailed story. I mean, anybody who has a love animal and brings it up in casual conversation is going to have a very long story of why. I like the pair of otters answer, actually, because as I was thinking about it, I was trying to think of something that would encapsulate our playfulness and our like partnership as well. And so like went through like penguins and mourning doves and all of like the classics. And what I landed on isn't too dissimilar from the otters, but I like the otters for the playfulness element because they are very playful, very mischievous animals. I was going to go with beavers because beavers are continuously building and adapting to the environment and trying to create and to grow and all of that stuff. And that feels very much like our relationship.
Yeah, I don't reject that.
I'm glad you don't reject our love animal the way that you did with our love fern. We don't have one. That was a reference to How to Lose a Guy.
In 10 days.
Yeah.
It's a really great movie. Yeah, it's funny. Because would you say your alone spirit animal is like a fox?
I don't know what the term spirit animal means, but yeah, I would go with a fox if I was prompted with that question. Well, I don't know. I don't know what that means.
You see yourself in an animal.
I do see myself in foxes.
Okay.
Because I'm foxy.
Okay. Wow.
We could like cut and you could say that and then I'll just splice it in.
I don't want to do that.
Amazing. Okay, so today's episode, a little bit different than some of our others. And it's not just because we're running out of topic ideas.
Even though we are.
Even though we definitely are. Because as much fun as love animals are, I don't think we could make that into a...
Yeah.
It doesn't meet the criteria if we can talk about it for at least 5 minutes.
Right.
We've had some, I don't know, like in the grand scheme of things, not so big changes in our life. We haven't moved houses or states or had a kid. But you got a new job and it changed up like all of childcare, all of the busyness of life. Also, you get to go on cool travel trips. But with that and everything else, we haven't had a chance to record. And officially, we're going to try to aim for just a monthly release of SAT from here on out, which I don't think we've ever labeled frequency before.
No. It's always been pretty sporadic.
Yeah.
People have taken what they've got.
Yes. Yeah. We may have taken a whole year off and not told anyone.
Did we?
Almost. It was like 9 months.
Wow.
That we just didn't record. I think it was right after our son was born, though. And so I feel pretty validated by that.
Paternity, maternity leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, just 9 months of it.
9 months of it, yeah.
Yeah.
It should match the
3
pregnancy.
for me, 3 for you, and 3 for the kid.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Love that math. But it cannot be taken all at the same time. It can't be the same 3 months.
Right, yeah.
That would be wrong.
Yeah,
So we'll do episodes monthly. That feels like an attainable goal for us in this season of life, and gives us more of a chance to come up with the topics.
Yeah, well, and speaking of those of you that do listen to our show, if you have ideas for us to talk about that you would love to hear, tell us. DM us on Instagram. Reply. Can't you reply on like comments on Spotify?
Yeah, you can comment on Spotify.
Yeah.
We also have the YouTube comments.
Oh, yeah. Just
Maybe I'll be able to splice this into a short. I don't know.
Yeah, we need some help with some ideas because I think we would love to keep it playful and fun. And where our latest ideas have gone have been a lot more serious, which isn't a bad thing. I just don't know if that was our intention of the podcast from the start.
Yeah.
I like having a mix, of course.
Yeah.
But I really love that our first episode was about cereal and how we talked for like 45 minutes about cereal. So if you have another topic, we'd love some ideas. And yes, before you think or ask, we did ask ChatGPT, but it's just not human.
No.
It has like, it
does know how to deal with us otters.
Like Trevor even plugged in transcripts of our show and it didn't even come up with good ideas. So we need your help.
We're amazingly unique.
Yeah.
Or that our criteria is way too high.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or AI is just like, what is this?
What's
it's not consistent.
And then we get to say there is none.
Yeah.
We just want to be friends.
Yeah. Talk to each other.
Yeah.
Be playful.
Yeah. So send us ideas. Today, though, the episode concept is to reflect on a core tenet of our relationship and our family, which is gratitude. Because I think from a very early point in our relationship, we were spewing gratitude for each other. And I don't think that's really stopped. And it's been one of the things that we consistently come back to. And so I don't know how we're going to carry it much further past the spiritual animal, or no, the love animal.
Love animal. How do we express gratitude for our love animals?
Your coat is so oily. And you know how to open seashells. Don't they do that with rocks?
Yeah. Clams, I think.
Clams. Yeah, not seashells. Those are by the seashore.
I mean, clams are in shells. Okay. Can you remind me and tell everybody what gratitude looked like for us at the beginning of our relationship?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think we didn't have language for what we were doing, but there was always this level of appreciation that we were communicating to each other on a pretty regular basis. Like when we worked together at the t-shirt shop, there were a lot of times where we would drive into work together and we'd talk about like, isn't it so great that we get to work together? Isn't it so great that we live so close and we can carpool? Isn't it? I think it was a lot of those isn't it great? Isn't this awesome? Don't you just love? I think it was a lot of that that was sort of like the seeds in our relationship of what it's become in the past 11 or so years. And the thing I like about gratitude too is that it is better on the small stuff. If we look at the big stuff, it's not always awesome.
Right.
But then when you look at the little stuff, you're not necessarily ignoring the big stuff, but you're realizing that's not all there is.
Well, I think too, just what's sticking out to me in this moment is I do struggle with words of affirmation. Like it's not second nature for me to offer that to people. But what is easy for me that feels affirmational is gratitude.
Oh, yeah.
It's so easy for me to say thank you. And I think we've gotten into such a pattern of like, I don't know. I don't know if we set out to have this precedence for our kids or if we really did it before them. I don't honestly know. But even so much as we thank each other when one of us does the dishes or one of us is cooking dinner. I was like, hey, thank you for dinner tonight.
Because neither of us wants to do that.
Exactly. Maybe that's what it is. Or thank you for cleaning our room or thank you for picking up. Like, it's just so natural for us because we've like set that from the beginning. But I don't know. I think it is easy to forget to be grateful. And so you really have to make it like a habit of, man, I didn't have to do that today. And I am so grateful that I didn't have to take out the trash or, you know, whatever it is. So we do often use it for menial tasks. And I think we have moments too where we're talking to each other where it's more like, hey, thank you for sitting with me for 30 minutes for me to debrief my day because I just needed to verbally process.
Totally.
You know, and that's just something that's, I don't know if that's true of everybody, but I'd recommend it. It's really easy to do, I think. And it's a nice pattern to get into. And you are setting a good example for those around you to express their gratitude regularly.
And it's what your mom probably told you to do as a kid.
Say thank you. Or if you're like our son, we'd say thank you. And he'd say, welcome.
It was a really sad day the first time he said thank you.
Yeah, we were like,
very
oh,
sad.
You're growing up.
I'm recognizing in this moment that our podcast actually has a big element of gratitude in it. That's a through line that may help us to be able to come up with new ideas. This might turn into like a brainstorming session.
We don't even need you guys anymore.
Yeah,
Trevor's got it.
Whatever. Don't send us anything. Please don't listen to me. I walk my clients through the GLAD activity, which is just a reflective practice. You go through the acronym GLAD. The first one is gratitude, something big or small that you're grateful for in that day, something you learned, something you achieved. And then the last one is delight. And what I really like about the delight one is that I think it really encapsulates a core tenet of gratitude work, which is that we typically don't delight in really big events. We delight in small moments. It's when my son is playing with a toy and looks at me and smiles, or when our daughter like leans her head against my shoulder, right? Like it's very small, and that's where that word delight feels like it's most fitting. And I think if we look at all of our episodes, right, cereal's not a big thing.
No.
But we found a lot of delight in cereal and in talking about cereal. Our Kitten Whiskers and episode is just things that we really love. And most of those are almost daily things that we could encounter, or parts of normal life.
Yeah.
And so I think there's an element of delight, gratitude work that we do really well in appreciating really small things and treasuring really small moments. I mean, I think we've commented at least on a weekly basis on how grateful we are that we bought a Sleep Number bed when we were freshly married, because our numbers are very different, but we both adore our numbers.
Yes. Our daughter today was like, Mommy, why does your bed sink into like a valley? And I was like, well, Daddy and I get to choose what our bed is, and I like a softer number.
But it's such a like small thing, but we will consistently go back to like, this was the best purchase ever.
Best thing we ever did was buy that mattress. That's a reverse sponsor for you.
Yeah.
Get a Sleep Number mattress. Highly, highly, highly recommend. But
next time somebody asks me what my Enneagram number is, I'm just going to give them my
sleep number. Do you even know it?
I think it's like 90.
Golly, mine's like 35. This is why it is beneficial for our marriage.
Yes, it is.
So that we can both sleep well, because Trevor wants a really firm mattress and I want a really soft one.
So maybe we'll do a whole episode on mattresses. Maybe we'll partner with Sleep Number and we'll do an episode at a Sleep Number store.
I don't know that I could talk about it for that long.
I don't think so either.
I mean, I guess if we get into sheets and stuff too, like.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Can't talk about it now.
Okay.
We'll save it for another time. We'll see if the people want that.
The people want that. Back to your GLAD acronym.
Yeah.
That is something, I don't actually know where that came from, but there was a moment in my teaching career where I was struggling, and you would have me walk through that acronym daily. And I think that was just really helpful, because if you can walk or like even just reflect on your day with even an ounce of gratitude, you realize that more often than not, it's one tiny element that sucked and the rest of the day was actually pretty decent. And I think that's true of a lot of things in life, of don't let the one small thing that went wrong ruin your whole day. I mean, even when I had a classroom full of, 35 kids and I had one really hard kid, my mom just gave me the advice of like, well, don't focus on the one hard kid.
Yeah.
Focus on the 34 kids doing well and being kind and listening to you and caring about what you say. And just like that mental shift for me was so helpful, because I realized, okay, I don't need to focus on the one bad thing so much.
Mm-hmm.
I can focus on the 34 other good things that are happening in my life. And then it just changes your perspective and it makes everything better.
Mm-hmm.
And I think in general too, it's helpful to realize the good that you have in your life and the good that God has blessed you with. Because I think, man, what was it? I don't know. Just this morning I was praying and I just had a moment of like, wow, I'm so grateful for the kids that you have blessed me with.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so content with what we have.
Yeah.
And yeah, is it easy? No, like basically never. But I'm still grateful for it.
Yeah. Well, and I think, the kids are a good example of delighting in those little things in the midst of the hard. And I think we do this in retrospect too. Like a lot of the times when we're debriefing something, the focus is what was the good, what was the delighted, what was the grateful for. We already know the hard stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And unless we need to repair or process, I think we tend to avoid debriefing on the bad stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Or I guess if we need to rant too, that works too. But think about like how often you've heard from my family, because I don't know how often you've actually talked about this now that I think about it. Maybe another episode right here. The smell of a baby's breath or their feet. You've heard of my family talk about that a lot. Like anytime there's a new baby, there's this excitement of like, there's so much delight in just smelling a new baby. They smell like it's all the like the shampoos and the washes and the food and like all of it that just culminates in this smell that's so unique to that stage.
Yeah.
And is very delightful. In the midst of a stage that is really not super delightful all the time.
What's something that you have taken delight in today?
Well, this morning, before I remembered that I needed to come downstairs and set up for SAT, I was upstairs waiting to hear the kiddos make noise. I was just sitting in our guest room on the bed with a book and just laying there reading. And I had the little light that hangs over the book because it was so dark in there, and my little bookmark thing that flops over, and it was so nice. It was a very nice moment. And then I was like, oh, I got to be doing something.
You just get lost in it for a minute. Yeah, I get that.
Because I think originally I was going up there to grab the cameras, but then I saw the book and I was like, oh, I'll just sit and read. Very ADHD. My meds hadn't kicked in.
Yeah.
Well, and I think it helps with patience too, because even like last night, the daughter was watching me play a game that's mostly QuickTime events. So it's not crazy complicated. But then she really wanted to play, and she realized that she could mostly get away with doing it if I was reading things for her. And so I'm sitting there talking into a microphone connected to her headphones as she's controlling it and reading out the options, which is the worst way to play a video game. Just having a 5-year-old be your controller, it's awful.
That'll teach you patience.
Yeah, seriously. And yet, being able to choose to delight in the skill that she has to be able to play a video game like that, delighting in some of her questions and the conversations that we're having because of the content of the game, and that like I am actively getting to play with her. Like I know she sees that as play with, which is pretty cool. It just helps make it feel better. And I think that one of the things that over the past 7 weeks has been hard is losing sight of that gratitude and starting to focus instead on the hard stuff, the things I don't like, the dishes that haven't been done, that I don't want to do, and not focus on the other things, because I think we just fell off of this pattern of the things that we're normally grateful for weren't happening in the same rhythms.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have to readjust our gratitude to different places. And that's hard.
Yeah.
And not to make it out like the past 7 weeks have been like this devastatingly hard season. Like,
it's been hard.
it's been hard.
Not
harder than the 7 months before.
Yeah.
It's not.
But I don't know. I'm trying to think about like my gratitude in the last couple of weeks. And I think primarily because my new job is full-time
Mhm.
and I'm not used to that anymore because I haven't been full-time since our daughter was born.
Mhm.
It's very odd to be working 5 days a week and not have dedicated time with the kids. But because I've had to reflect on the fact that I don't get a day with them anymore, I'm much more intentional about the time that I do have.
Mhm.
Of like, I don't want to come home and just be on my phone while they're watching TV.
Yeah.
I want to like actually go play with the Barbie dream house with them and spend time
Which we
with
got
them.
for $17 on MacBid, and very grateful for that.
Yeah, seriously. Our son has been playing with that
So many hours.
so much more than our daughter has. And I don't blame him. That thing is awesome.
It's way cool. It's not worth $250 in my opinion.
No.
Definitely worth more than 17 though.
Yeah. I'd say it's probably 50. Worth 50.
I'd probably pay
100
50.
maybe?
Maybe we could do an episode where we just say how much we would actually pay for things. Have ChatGPT generate a list.
How much would you pay for
We'll
that?
bid against each other.
50 cents.
50 cents. Hate that.
Set bid.
Set bid.
But like even the since we realized that I didn't have a day with the kids, but I do get a handful more holidays
Mhm.
with this new job, we had determined like, hey, it gives Trevor a day off and gives Bree a day with the kids if she spends her holiday with them. I don't know. Like I'm grateful for the ways that we've navigated the change and how we've taken it in stride and we're figuring it out. And it hasn't been super easy, but we're not giving up. Like it's something that we have to figure out. We have to keep working at, like Beavers. And
I was about to say our love animal.
Beaver otter. Otter beaver.
Ottiver. No.
It's hard because they both do actually end in
Yeah.
Otver.
Otver. That's terrible.
Beater. It's one of those things where you say it and then you think about it.
I'm going to have to keep it in there just for your reaction to your own statement. Which leads me to another thing to finish out this episode, maybe. I think that a lot of the times, especially you and I, when we talk about things that we delight in, or we talk about things that we like or enjoy, there's a very strong reaction that we get from each other if it's matched. And so I think we should take turns and go just a couple rounds, and I'll probably heavily edit it so we take out the timing that we think through things. But we'll go back and forth on little things that we delight in, and you have to come up with maybe 5, right? So just a tiny thing anytime, like something that we could choose to delight in this moment, or like sometime today. So the first one I'm going to go with is the smell of a really good book.
Today I delighted in an outfit match with my friend Hannah because she was wearing a puffy vest and cheetah print overalls, and I was wearing a puffy vest and our daughter was wearing cheetah print dress, and so we could have like taken a family photo, and it was like
that's awesome,
fun to match the three of us in that way.
When an animal chooses you to sit next to.
When a baby reaches for you.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
When you catch yourself in the mirror thinking, oh man, that looks really good.
When you just find a space that the sun has been on and you stand in it for a while and it's like warm and it's like literally the spaces that cats go and they sit in the sun. I feel like a cat sometimes will have our door open and I'll literally just go stand in the sunlight.
Yeah. Our brains are on a similar wavelength, because mine was when you've been out in the rain or you've been wet and you change into clothes that just came out of the dryer.
Ooh, that is so good. My mom used to throw warm dryer clothes on me. Like I'd be
Mhm.
sitting on the couch and she would just dump the laundry
That's
basket on
awesome.
me. And I loved it because it
Yep.
was always so warm.
So warm.
Our dryer just isn't the same.
No,
It's
we
just
need a
not-
gas-powered one.
Yeah.
Connected to its own generator.
Yeah. First world problems, or first world delights, rather.
First world delight.
Things that you just don't need, but you want.
No, yeah, that would be awesome.
Okay, let me see. What else do I delight in? I delight in greenery, like just plants. Walking through areas with lots of plants, being in a room with lots of plants, botanical gardens. I love it.
Here's one that we do to each other a lot. Walking downstairs to a cleaned first floor.
Cleaned anything.
Yeah, cleaned anything.
You could literally, like, I don't know, pick up a towel that's on the bathroom floor and it'd be like, I didn't have to do that.
I know. There's been so many times where I think particularly I do this, where I'll be upstairs and I don't know where you are. And then I come downstairs and I look around and it's all tidied. And I'm like, I don't even know how messy it was before, but I know it felt way messier than this. And this feels so nice. And we'll like disappear for 30 minutes and the downstairs all cleaned. And, oh, it feels so nice.
Yeah. Or just like any time that an act of service is done for one another. Like when you fill up my car with gas or get a car wash or just clean out spaces. Like, yeah, it just is so delightful.
Yeah. Okay. So I think the sat to the power, because I decided I couldn't keep track of what the number was, is going to be to ask other people what they've delighted in. Because I think what's fun is that a lot of the times it's easy to relate to the delights or to have it highlight something that you could delight in. Like it's easy for me to delight in the things that you are delighting in. And then I think also we should look into, when we do map out some of the future episodes, like how do we delight in things in the summer versus the winter? How do we delight in things in this environment versus that environment?
Summer delights.
Summer delights.
Fall delights.
Yep.
Turkish delights.
Those are all things to delight. I don't.
Turkish delight is gross.
Yeah,
It's not.
it is definitely not worth selling out your brothers and sisters for.
No, I mean I have had it. It's not gross, but it's also like I'm not going to sell out my family for that.
Yeah, I would eat it again.
That's a reference to The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe by C.S. Lewis. In case you live under a rock.
Side question. Do you think that you would start reading Narnia to our kids at Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe or Magician's Nephew?
What's the first book?
Canonically, Magician's Nephew.
Like he wrote that first?
No, but it comes first in the storyline.
Oh.
Because he's the uncle that the four kids go to.
I would probably start with The Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe.
We'll have to duke that one out. Because I think I would start with Magician's Nephew.
I still need to read all of them myself, so.
Great. Then I'll read them all to us, and I'll choose to start with Magician's Nephew.
Okay, but whenever you read to me, I go to sleep. And it works on our daughter,
and
too.
you delight in that, don't you?
I do delight in that.
What I don't delight in is having to reread a chapter 5 times.
Because, yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
The doldrums.
Of Phantom Tollbooth.
Yep. That's the chapter. Never made it past.
Yeah, I've never finished that book.
I'd like to say I have, but I kept getting stopped at the doldrums because you wouldn't let me progress.
Because I was like, wait, no, start where we were. I don't remember anything. I fell asleep.
Where we were was a paragraph after we started.
You have magical powers, and I'm grateful for them.
Yeah. I used to do that with my mom if she wanted us to do homework during the day because we were homeschooled. I would either like pull out my guitar and say that I needed to practice, or I'd pick out a book and read it, and I'd choose it like right after lunch or something. And she kind of knew what was happening, but was okay with it. And so my sisters would like be really quiet or move on somewhere else so that I could basically like cast a spell on her mom to put her asleep so we could go off and do whatever we wanted and not do school.
It really is a secret power.
Which is why I'm smarter socially than I am intellectually. I hope that's not true, but
no.
Yeah.
But my brain keeps latching onto, is homework from homeschool still called homework?
Obviously.
Or is it like outside work or something?
Schoolwork. I don't know.
I don't know. Just was a thought my brain latched onto. But regardless, I'm grateful for you and your homeschooled education and how you read books to me and put me to sleep. And how you take care of me and love me.
Ditto,
and love our
best friend.
family.
And we're grateful for you suggesting all the things that we should do episodes on.
Yeah, sharing all the things. Now you got to share all the things that you want us to talk about.
And we'll see you in a month.
Yeah.
Now we don't have to do this for another month.
I like doing this.
I do like doing this. It's not much work.
But I realized my body has just understood that, oh, it's Sunday. It's nap time.
Yeah. Sunday delights.
Sunday delights. Monday delights. And then Tuesday delights. We should just do every day.
An episode on
February 22nd delights. 3 p.m. delights.
No one will listen to any of the episodes except for on specific days for 2 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So good.
Amazing.